Live now.
I'm just gonna.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm Nick Martucci, and no matter how many times I say I'm going live, somebody insists on talking as I go live. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. If you like what you see here, you should go and subscribe to the channel. There's almost 200 of these. Some of them are pretty good. I know at least one person you can ask who I believe is almost done watching all of them. So shout out to you. I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how you're not sick of this show yet, but I appreciate you. Also, if you're not a member of the Facebook page, you should join that. If you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, that's where you can get all the information about this show, including how to be on it. Currently booking September. If you are interested in being on the show, you can go right now to the Facebook page. There's a sign-up post you can join. As I've been doing every month, let me list to you what we're doing in September. We're doing a special matinee show on Sunday, September 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're doing movies based on books. Then we're back to Monday nights on the 11th with thrillers at 9 p.m. Eastern. The 18th with movies with numbers in their title, also at 9 p.m. The 25th, movies with the same writer and director at 9 p.m. And then ending the month with a special Thursday episode, also at 9 p.m. Friend of the show, frequent guest host, Marty Viscosi, is hosting with Movies Marty Hates. So that is Thursday, the 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want to be a part of any of those shows, go now, sign up. I love having new people on the show. We got a newbie tonight. I want to get more people on, so interested in any of those. And if you're not on Facebook, you can find the show on Instagram and Twitter at IMDb Game. Follow it there. Sign up there. Just send me a message. I'd love to have you on. Also, next week, if you're watching this when this airs, next week, Thursday, September 7th at 7 p.m., we are doing a live in-person show in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Tickets are on sale now. You can find those on any of the socials. It's $12 if you want to get in, but if you use promo code OBSCENE, that's half off. You can get $6 tickets. I want to fill up this venue. I can announce on the show, we're going to have guests, Tyler Tuttle, Josh Poirier, Rachel Dunbar, and I'm so sorry. Who's the Julie Connell is the other one. Jeez, I wish I could restart this show. Why do I do this show live? Anyway, all of those fun folks are going to be on, as well as Elsie Clark, going to be my assistant. Josh Pick is going to play some games with the audience, and Maxwell Schultz is running the thing. He's going to do a little time. It's just going to be a fun night. So get your tickets now. That is Thursday, September 7th, 7 p.m. in Lawrence, Massachusetts. What else do I have up top? One more thing. If you've been watching recently, you know that there is a new optional prize on the show we've been doing for a couple of months right now. The winner of every episode, if they so choose, can assign to me a movie to watch within the next week. Last week, L.C. Clark finally made me watch Goodfellas. What a terrible, like, that shouldn't have been a movie that I've waited until my mid-30s to see.
What did you think? Oh, it's so good. It's
fantastic. Like, I can't say anything that anybody doesn't already know. It is like the thing that was throwing me off is how long the movie is. I have an attention span that has just been ruined throughout COVID, so it's hard to throw on a movie like that, and I can feel the length, but it's fantastic. Everybody is good in it. I don't need to sell you on Goodfellas. It's a 5-star movie. Everybody but me has already seen it. Manix hasn't seen it.
And you're surprised?
Really, the one thing I want to say in watching the movie, I think one of the reasons why dudes especially love Goodfellas is it shows positive relationships where you can be loving and affectionate and vulnerable with your male friends. That's a fantasy world that a lot of guys don't live in, so they can live vicariously through Goodfellas. And it's a movie that makes you want to be a gangster if you shut off the movie halfway through. So, yeah, I finally seen Goodfellas. That was probably my biggest blind spot as far as movies go. Thank you, LC, for finally forcing me to watch it. I think I've said enough up top. Also, hey, Marty and Scoot are both in the comments. Quick shout out to them. Let's bring in the guests tonight. Joining me on the show tonight are JD Stephans, Lloyd, Legacy Sharp, Manix Catino, and Freddie Scibelli. Welcome, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining me on a special themeless episode. We've been doing, like I said, this show for over 2 years. There's almost 200 episodes. We're doing a themeless show tonight because I have a bunch of movies that I put together for other themed episodes that are hard to fit into more themes. So these are all 12 new movies that we've never done on the show. And we'll see how that goes. So let's bring in our guests. First off, welcome back to the show. I was going to go to somebody first, but I see that somebody with a bunch of water in their mouth. So Manix Catino, welcome back to the show.
Hello.
Thanks for coming back. Now, is that what is that? A rainbow brain behind you?
Rainbow brain.
Did you do that?
I did. Of course,
That's
I did.
Fun. Yeah, always showcasing your own art on the show.
You know, shameless plugs. You know.
I mean, I'm not paying people to be here, so the least I can do is let them promote themselves.
Wait, we're not getting paid? Hold on a second.
So normally at this point in the show, I'll ask you to recommend a movie based on the topic, but there's no topic tonight. So you see any good movies recently?
Not recently, but you want a themeless movie? I'll give you a themeless movie.
Give me
Forbidden
a
Zone.
movie. I love Forbidden Zone. Aside from, I mean, I don't know if I can watch it now because it's already has a couple of scenes in there that
only a couple.
They didn't age well when they were out, but then also the stuff came out about what's his face, Mr. Oingo Boingo.
Oh, I missed that news.
But the movie itself, it's like a live action, like 1930s cartoon. Forbidden Zone, real good pull. Well, thanks for coming back on the show, Manix.
Pleasure to be here.
Also returning to the show, no longer drinking water, JD Stephans, welcome back.
Hey.
Hey, you're staying hydrated. That's good.
Stay thirsty, my fella. Stay thirsty.
How you doing today, JD?
I'm good. I'm hydrated. We had some tech issues at work, which meant I got sent home early to work from my bedroom. It was great. It's always so weird. I feel like I'm cheating the system when I get to work from home. So that was a lot of fun. And then I went to this meeting for a couple hours and they fed us. And I was like, oh, I'm poor right now. And they gave us breakfast burritos. I feel rich.
It sounds like a good day all around.
Oh, it's so good. Free food and I got to go home early. What's that?
Awesome. So you're coming in with good vibes today.
Hell yeah.
JD, you see anything good recently?
Recently? Yes, I did. Can it be new? Can it be brand new?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. I'm going to offend some people. I didn't like the Barbie movie that much. I thought it was overrated. But I really liked Oppenheimer. There's a lot of things they got wrong, and there's a lot of things they left out. And I won't get into it for anyone that wants to watch it. But I do think, as far as following that particular character, I think they did a good job. I do think there's other aspects of that story that need their own movie because they weren't properly portrayed. And that's like a big complaint that people have had. And I'm like, I think that needs its own movie. I really think that needs to be told. But I really enjoyed it. Me and my World War II stuff.
You do like your World War II stuff. I know this about you.
I really do.
I will let you know in the comments, Marty just said that your friendship is over.
Marty, I thought it was a problematic movie, and that to fix it, they needed to make a movie about the things they left out. I recognize.
Yeah, I think Marty's problem is more their loyalty lies with Barbie.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. I did sit through it, but I did not like it.
JD starting the episode with some hot controversial takes. Well, welcome back to the show, JD.
Thank you.
Also returning to the show, just a powerhouse. Always a thrill to have him here. Lloyd, Legacy Sharp. Welcome back to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me aboard on this day. Literally.
Thank you for coming in. You're one of the people that I'm very curious how you're going to do in this episode. Because historically on the show, you always get the movies that I think you have the lowest chance of getting. You don't know any of the big movies, but you can throw out some weird movie that your uncle showed you 20 years ago.
Like I said, my biggest successes on this show have come from movies that I've either seen when I was younger, when I didn't have control of the remote, or a show that I saw during my teenage years that I wish I didn't know, except for the fact that I do well on the show when I know it. I haven't watched anything consistently since 2010.
I feel you, Lloyd. Me too.
So yeah, you might want to stay for some of the older movies this time.
Yes! Give me that Casablanca.
Lloyd, have you seen anything good recently? I know you just said you don't watch movies.
Okay, so yeah, I used to be a movie goer. Like I used to either want to go to. I was around when Blockbuster was a thing, so if I wasn't going to the movies with friends and my family, I would be like, hey, you know what? As soon as it hits Blockbuster, I'm going to get that. In the last 10 years, I don't know. The Marvel movie that came before Endgame, saw that. It's not recent, obviously, but I saw that, and then I didn't see the freaking last one. So recently, there was a movie that was a documentary for, what was it? Citizen Kane. Remember the producer of that? Mank? Was it
Mank?
Mank.
You
I think,
saw Mank?
Now, again, not recent, but if you want to talk about big time movies, that's probably the last one that I watched from the beginning, and I only watched that so I could partake in Justin P. Drew's movie review show at the time. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I rewatched Home Alone 2 recently. That was great, but not recent.
I mean, yeah, Home Alone 2 gets a lot of love on this show.
It's so good. Although I will say
one bad part.
Before I take any more time up here, I am going to see Barbie. I made a statement about a few weeks ago that there's a certain section of X that is just a bunch of alpha fucking nutcases like Barbie and Barbie and Barbie, and I'm like, I want to see Barbie just to piss all of them off. And so as soon as time allows, because I haven't had a lot of time to go to the movies since then, because life and father and money, and they're all on thin ice. Well, except my father, he's just old. But when time frees up, I am going to see Barbie, and I will come back with a point to make on that.
I kind of wish I could see you see Barbie. I want to see how Mr. Hashtag Respects the Ladies cheers throughout that movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Seeing how many angry boys on X complain about it is like, you know what? I didn't even want to see this movie until I saw how mad it made these freaking incels. So now I gotta see.
I want to just point out, it didn't make me mad. I cheered for the Barbies. I just thought it wasn't well made. I'm sorry. It just
That's fair.
wasn't.
That's fair.
No, you just blame the women behind the scenes.
I don't blame the women behind the scenes.
All right, thank you for having me, Nick. I'm done talking. I've talked enough. I'm sorry.
Finally, we got a brand new guest to the show, fellow comedian, fellow game show host. So thrilled he's here. Freddie Scibelli, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me, Nick. I'm pumped. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you here. We met recently. I did a talk show with you, podcast
performers
thing.
on performing.
And we talked a little bit of some 90s movies and 80s movies specifically that you were really hyping up.
Oh, yeah.
Is that sort of your wheelhouse with movies?
Oh yeah, I'm not really good at watching new movies, but I will rewatch movies I've seen 1,000 times from my childhood, and that's kind of about it.
Just off the top of your head, just a couple of them. What are some that you think? Well, these are the ones. These are the ones I'll watch forever.
The number one, the one we were talking about was Problem Child, which I feel like I don't know anybody that's seen that movie anymore. Problem Child 1, Problem Child 2. I just watched Over the Top the other day.
Oh, what a fun movie.
Oh, the best. I watched, I was in like an 80s mood. So I watched that. I watched The Wizard, which actually, 90s.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, stuff like that, man.
Yeah. Wizard I haven't seen. I haven't seen any of the Problem Childs.
Oh, yeah. The Wizard's good. That's Fred Savage.
Really? Because I've heard it's so bad.
Yes, you're not wrong about that either. It is not good upon rewatching, but growing up, I was like, I need to move. I don't want to give away the plot, but I need to go on the run.
Quick tangent to interrupt your introduction. I was watching old clips of Siskel and Ebert, and Ebert apparently was playing a lot of Nintendo when it came out and had to stop. So he was really upset with The Wizard because they have a scene in that movie showing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and they're saying that it's on like the second or third level. He's saying, no, I played that game. They're playing the first level. If they can't get that right, what are they doing with this movie?
Yeah, that was right when Super Mario Brothers 3 came out. So that whole movie in itself is really just an advertisement for Super Mario Brothers 3.
Speaking of that, have you seen Mac and Me?
Oh my God, have I seen Mac and Me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, love it.
I was just rewatching clips from that the other day.
I want to eat Pizza Hut every time I see Mac and Me.
Not McDonald's, though.
No.
Okay. Well, they kind of did their job then.
Yeah.
Well, Freddie, welcome to the show. We're gonna just kind of jump into the show tonight. We're not doing any mini games. Still have a question at the end, but I wanna junk 12 of these movies. I want to get them out of the list so I don't have to worry about them anymore.
Wait, do you like these or you hate these?
That doesn't. I like some of them. I dislike some of them. I haven't seen most of them. This is really a themeless episode. There's no rhyme or reason to these movies. So most of you have played before, but for Freddie's benefit, and if you're new here, here's what's going to happen tonight. I've gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled parental warnings for just too many movies. These parental warnings, I don't write them. I don't know who writes them. Anonymous weirdos post these critiques onto IMDb. I copy and paste them and make my friends guess what these movies are based on these parental warnings. So I think we've talked enough. Let's jump into the game. To do that, you know what, JD, I'm going to go to you first.
Oh, wow. We're not doing a mini game? Okay, let's do
no mini games tonight. We got the final
I feel like
question.
someone might have
no
said that
mini-games.
recently.
I know. I'm just like was reiterating.
So,
let's do it.
JD, first movie of the night. Would you like us to play a movie from 86.
Lloyd's happy. Like, that smile was worth it. Oh,
All right.
that makes me joyful.
First movie of the night from 1986 for 5 points under the category of violence and gore. A girl falls and lands on a boy's head. Both of them are unharmed at the same time. The scene is done in a more humorous manner. JD has a real quick guess at the top. What do you think, JD?
The Goonies.
It is not the Goonies.
She did fall on his head, though.
That's
did.
true. All right, for 4 points under sex and nudity.
I don't know.
Sheeta and Pazu are slightly crushing on each other, and some of the characters tease Pazu about being in love with Sheeta. He may admit that he is in love with her when she's not around.
Oh,
Okay. For 3 points under profanity, one damn as an interjection in the subtitled version, milder language like idiot or stupid. See, Manix has a guess. Anybody else? JD, what do you think this movie is?
okay. I'm gonna be wrong. I'm just gonna say it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you haven't seen this because I didn't see it. I'm gonna get the name wrong, but is this Akira?
Manix, what do you think?
Castle in the Sky.
It is not Akira. I have seen that. That movie is fantastic. I have not seen Castle in the Sky, but this is Castle in the Sky.
Damn!
Nikki.
How did I not get that?
I know.
I just watched that like last month.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I love Ghibli. Okay.
I have Ghibli tattoos, but there are a few that are like big blind spots for me.
Castle in the Sky.
I can't wait to see the new one.
You gotta see it, Nick.
I have to agree with her.
I
It's
have
up
to see
there,
it.
honestly. Yeah, it's up there with like, God. I think it's the top
Is
three.
that anime, Castle? in the
It's
Sky?
anime, yeah.
That was 86. I hear people talk about it all the time.
86.
I thought it was more recent.
Oh yeah. No, this one.
They released it in America, in the late 90s?
Okay.
Wait,
And then
Akira was
Miyazaki-
89, wasn't it?
Akira's
Oh,
89. Yeah.
Yeah,
Other
I was like,
clues. Yeah.
damn. After I said it, I knew I was off.
Other clues, frightening and intense scenes. There are several instances of the main characters almost falling from considerable heights to their deaths, such as from a bridge across a ravine and off the side of aircrafts. They don't get hurt, though. And profanity. The word La Puta is taken from the novel Gulliver's Travels and is based on the Spanish phrase meaning the whore. However, the implication of the word in the film is unintentional, as writer and director Hayao Miyazaki had no idea of the true meaning of the word La Puta before putting it in the film.
Oops.
I'd like to make a correction as the Spanish speaker on the show.
Yes.
La puta actually just means the bitch. It doesn't mean the whore.
The bitch, the whore, the Holy Spirit.
Puta means whore. It means bitch. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
whore.
Well, that means Manix is at 3 points. Lloyd and Freddie tied at 0. JD at -2.
Hell yeah! Let's do this. I'm here for it. Okay.
Lloyd, would you like a movie? And I feel like I know what you're going to say. From 1985, 2011, or 2020?
Yeah, God, I'm tired.
Do it, Lloyd.
2011.
That is not what I thought you were going to pick.
You knew I was not going to pick 2020.
All right. We got this movie from 2011. For 5 points under violence and gore, A protagonist is beaten by someone else. He is punched in the stomach a few times and across the face 6 times, leaving it rather bloodied and bruised. The facial blows are mostly off screen, but we hear some yelling.
Damn.
From
For 4 points.
2011?
2011 for 4 points under sex and nudity. A couple is having sex. He is shown thrusting from behind. He has jeans on. She is bottomless. She is then shown washing her vagina at the sink. No male nudity.
Can you say the first clue again?
Protagonist is beaten by someone else, punched in the stomach a few times, crossed the face 6 times, bloodied and bruised, facial blows off screen, but you hear yelling.
And this is 2011.
It sure is.
2011.
All right, we
No,
got
it
2
wouldn't be
hands
that
up.
movie.
Freddie, what do you think this movie is?
Is it Monster?
Manix, what do you think?
Is it The Lifeguard?
It is not Monster. It is also not The Lifeguard. Just, I assume both of you were just trying to think of bottomless women.
Kristen Bell.
Based on the first clue, if this was 8 years prior, I'd say Spider-Man 1. Based on the goblin kicking the crap out of Spider-Man in the end.
Also, that scene where Aunt May washes her vagina at the sink.
Yeah, by the second clue, I knew it was not Spider-Man 1.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, a man jokingly threatens to jump off a road bridge before his girlfriend tells him that she is pregnant, leading to an awkward exchange. After which, she walks off and he punches the metal mesh sides of the bridge.
At that point, may as well jump.
Wait, and this is 2011?
Yep. Still
Hang on.
is.
Okay. And she's
Right before the
pregnant,
war.
and clearly he's happy about it.
So happy about it.
So happy.
He's punch a bridge happy.
Mm-hmm.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, considered one of the saddest movies of all time.
Oh.
Oh boy. Okay.
Manix has a guess. Anybody else?
Uh,
Lloyd has a guess.
considered
all right.
One of the saddest movies of all time?
Yep.
One of the saddest. The saddest.
Lloyd, what do you think this movie is?
You know what? No.
Okay. Manix, what do you think?
Is it Precious?
Oh, that is a good guess, but it is not Precious.
Ooh, that
Based
is a
on that
wonderful
clue.
guess. That is
All
a
right.
good guess.
Last clue, and I'm not sure if we're going to get there, but for 1 point under frightening and intense scenes, the film is very nihilistic about love and relationships. It's very emotionally intense.
And it's one of the saddest movies ever made.
Saddest movies of all time, very nihilistic
you know
about
what?
love
I
and
know what this is.
relationships. All right. JD, do you know what this movie is?
I think so, but I might have the year wrong. Is
Mhm.
this Revolutionary Road?
Another great guess. It is not Revolutionary Road.
'Cause that
This-
is oh
Yeah.
so good.
This movie stars Ken from a freaking Barbie movie. This is called Blue Valentine.
Oh, I remember that. That
Never
was
would've
a
guessed
fucking-
that.
Ringing a bell.
Feel real bad, real dirty. Watch
Oh.
Blue Valentine.
that movie hits you here. Oh
Uh-huh.
my god.
When you
I
said
would-
one of the
I-
saddest movies of all time, my first thought was Marley and Me, but that didn't come out in 2011.
Yeah.
I was going through a breakup when I watched it,
Oh,
and
no.
then I felt better afterwards.
At least you're not there.
Right? I was
Uh,
like, well, I don't have the problems I thought I did.
I once saw that movie on DVD in a store packaged for like a special Valentine's Day edition.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
god.
Oh, Target, you're about to ruin so many people's relationships.
Yeah. Do you remember like how they tried to like, okay, so you know that room that they visit where he tries to like save the relationship in that like weird ass like bed that's shaped like a Valentine? They literally used that in so many Valentine's ads. I remember that shit. It is like the worst movie for that. Like that movie probably caused so many breakups.
It's intense.
Oh my god.
The internet is telling you that it's 2010. Would that have changed things?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
I just added it to my two watch lists.
Which is well, yeah, after such a ringing endorsement.
I like sad movies. I really like sad movies.
I love sad movies. Manix, we should hang out. I have some sad movie recommendations.
For some reason, I had it listed as 2010 on one end and 2011 on the other end.
It was released January 7, 2011, so I guess it counts.
Yeah, right. It was probably listed on one site as 1 year and another site as another year. Anyway, Manix still in the lead at 1 point. Lloyd in second place with 0. Freddie at -1. JD at -3.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. You know how it goes.
I know how it goes. Manix, would you like a movie from 1982, 1990, or 2018?
Oh, definitely not 2018. How about
Thank you!
1990?
1990.
1990, baby.
Oh, look how happy Lloyd is.
You might know this.
I know. Look at him smile.
1990. For 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. The whole nature of this movie is dark and intense. Almost no light scenes. Very disturbing movie at times. Contains scenes of strong violence and drug use. The violence could be intense for the audience.
Wait, can you repeat that? It's from 1990. I'm going to get
1990. Whole nature of the movie is dark and intense. Almost no light scenes. Very disturbing at times. Contains strong violence and drug use. Violence could be intense for the audience.
There are a lot of dark movies in 1990, though.
There were.
Sounds like the story of Charles Stewart, which also ended in 1990.
All right, JD's going to take a guess. What do you think?
I'm going to say this is one of the Godfathers. I'm going to say part 3.
I mean, that is the one that came out then, but it is not Godfather Part 3.
Damn.
Not a bad guess.
Not a terrible guess. There's lots of violence and drugs, and that
Yeah.
I think it was 1990, wasn't it?
I think so.
I thought it was.
For
Well,
4
it's
points, for 4 points under sex and nudity, a woman unzips a man's pants zipper and briefly presses her hand inside before
Why would you do
applying
that?
cocaine down his stomach to snort/lick while another man watches.
Okay, fair enough.
JD, real strong coming in. I'm very curious if they know the answer. JD, what do you think?
Okay, I'm going to be wrong, but is this Casino?
It is not Casino.
I'm just going to keep throwing like mafia moves at you, okay? It's fine. I'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, 1990 is when Goodfellas came out.
I think Casino was probably like 94. I was off.
I think 95 maybe.
Yeah.
Freddie, did you have a guess?
Is it The Bad Lieutenant?
Another good guess. It is not The Bad Lieutenant. Yeah, a lot of movies like this came out at this time.
I love those kind of movies.
Right,
and World War II.
Yeah.
And sappy romance.
For 3 points under violence and gore, Jimmy Jump resists arrest and he is slapped in the head.
Oh, okay. Yes, I got it.
Manix has a guess. JD has a guess. Anybody else?
What was that one more time, Nick? Jimmy who?
Jimmy Jump resists arrest and is slapped in the head. All right. JD, what do you think?
21 Jump Street.
Manix, what do you think?
1 Jump Street.
Wait, are you also guessing Jump Street?
I'm double guessing myself because 21 Jump Street's something else. Crybaby.
It is not Crybaby.
Okay.
And it is not the television series 21 Jump Street.
Damn.
Although there was a movie.
It's the whole
Later.
jump thing.
That's right.
It was a movie,
Okay.
like
Much
22
later.
years later.
The original was not okay.
I heard
the original
Jump.
wasn't serious. I knew that the remake with Johnny Depp was a movie, and I wasn't sure if that was based off of a
He
Johnny
movie.
heard somebody had
Johnny
to
Depp and Jump.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, Johnny Jump. Got it.
The titular Jimmy Jump from 21 Jump Street.
That street was a good old boy.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, while celebrating Frank's success at funding a hospital with drug money, his group is shown getting high and enjoying a pseudo-sexual orgy, with one woman straddling a man while blowing cigarette smoke into another woman's mouth. A man and woman lick each other's lips and breathe into each other's mouths.
That is definitely a movie that says the 80s have just ended.
Freddie
I
has
feel
a
like
guess.
I've
Anybody
definitely
else?
seen this.
All right, Freddie, what do you think? Hold on, Manix.
Hold on.
Manix, what do you think?
Is it the Gangs of New York?
Freddie, what do you think?
Is it Scarface?
It is not Scarface, and it is not Gangs of New York. You're both off in different directions of that year.
Gangs of New York was 2003,
Was it?
I think, right? It was Leo
Somewhere around
DiCaprio.
there.
Yeah.
Say hello to my little twin.
Last clue for 1 point. We're just dancing
Maybe
around this movie. Violence and gore during a car chase. A cop disguised as a gang member grabs onto Frank's fleeing car. Frank rams the cop into a fire hydrant, smashing his head. A jet of blood is shown, as well as the mangled corpse wedged into the hydrant. You okay, Lloyd?
I'm all right. Yes, thank you, Nick. Ooh.
All right, we got one more guess in here. JD.
I'm off, and I'm wrong, and I'm going to do it anyways.
Okay.
Bad Boys.
It is not Bad Boys. Manix,
I knew
I
that.
feel like you might have guessed the wrong title.
Lawrence Fishburne.
This movie is King of New York.
Oh.
Christopher Walken, King of New York.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne is Johnny Jump.
Uh-huh.
Jimmy Jump.
Well, I'm
What-
going for lowest points.
Once I said that, I realized the mistake you made.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was fun.
Well, I
That
could have said the
means-
Newsies, you know.
That means that our
Ooh.
new leader, Lloyd, is in first place with 0 points. Playing the Lloyd
Lloyd, you
strategy.
son of a gun.
Manix at -1, Freddie at -3, JD at -7.
Really want to see Lloyd win with 0 points. I just need to see this. Guys, can we give this to Lloyd?
It's a real possibility.
I'm just saying. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I think the record low is either 1 or 2 points for the winner.
That's amazing. I think I was on that show. I think
Maybe.
I contributed to that.
All right, Freddie, going to you. Do you like a movie from 1984, 2004, or 2013?
2004.
2004. Every time I think that we're going to get rid of these 80s movies, y'all keep surprising me.
I'm having such a Seth Rollins.
Wait, what was the year? What was the year?
2004.
2004.
2004.
All right.
For
The year I was
5
supposed to
points.
graduate high school.
For 5 points under frightening and intense scenes, a roller coaster-ish ride may be too intense for younger viewers. We get a different kind of movie this time. JD, what do you think?
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay, no, Manix. Well, Freddie, what do you think?
Is it Hostel?
Manix, what do you think?
About Polar Express.
JD, what do you think?
For 2004,
Uh-huh.
Final Destination. Hang on, I gotta figure this out. What number is that gonna be? Hang on, I gotta figure out a number. I'm gonna say I'm not torn between two numbers. Hang on, excuse me. Let's go with 2. No, 3. No, wait, it's 2. No, maybe 3.
Let's put an end to
2.
this. The roller coaster is in 3.
3.
Both Freddie and JD, it's not Final Destination or Hostel. They're not talking about a roller coaster being too intense for younger viewers in Hostel and Final Destination. It is also not Polar Express, the one real guess.
I was confident that was the answer.
I was really feeling the Final Destination, okay?
That was my first thought too, JD, and then I switched it up with Hostel.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're doing a race to the bottom tonight. For 4 points under violence and gore, Mrs. Calloway jumps on top of Rico and crushes him. He is seen with several teeth missing and his tongue stuck out. He also has blood on his face.
Damn.
Big disgrace.
Mrs. Calloway.
Perfect.
And the roller coaster might
Roller coaster-ish ride might be too intense for younger viewers.
the roller coaster-ish ride.
This is one that I kind of just want to keep reading the clues.
Okay.
Not saying I don't have faith that any of you know this movie, but let's keep going. For 3 points under violence and gore, Mr. Wesley is kicked in the head by a horse and is knocked unconscious. He's later seen, still unconscious, being abandoned in a train cart in the middle of nowhere.
Still not Polar Express?
All right, for 2
That's
points.
the unedited version of Polar Express, where he gets kicked in the head. It's what really happened, okay?
Reindeer.
Here's a
When
clue
you
that I
don't
just
do
love.
well at Santa's place, you die.
Here's a clue I just love. For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, some children may be upset by the idea of having a bank foreclosure on a farm and might need to be reassured that their home is safe.
Bank foreclosure on a farm.
You might have to reassure your child that their home is safe.
Wait, a bank
That sentiment
foreclosure
On a farm.
on a farm.
That sentiment has aged appropriately.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait. Was that? You know what? It was. I'm gonna make a guess.
Make a guess, JD.
Is this? And I'm gonna be really sad if it is, because it's not a good movie. Is this the remake of Charlotte's Web?
It is not the remake of Charlotte's Web, but that is a good
Thank God.
guess.
Thank you.
Last clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. Bulls throughout the film make suggestive comments at cows, such as, "You need help? Maybe we can help each other." And, "The Joker is always wild." A cow replies with, "Come up and see us sometime." a term commonly attributed to Western brothels. Most kids would probably not pick up on this. All right.
Those are some feisty cows.
Freddie, what do you think?
I don't know if I'm going to say the name of the title right. I could be screwing up, but On the Range or
Manix,
Open
what do you
Range.
think?
Home on the Range.
You know what? You were close enough. I'm gonna give it to you too, Freddie. I'm gonna give it to both of you.
Yeah.
This movie is Home on the Range.
Home on the Range. I knew it was close. Samsonite.
No, they're catching up on Zero.
I can assure you that neither of them are. All the scores remain the same except for JD, who lost 2 more points and is down to -9.
I'm just doing my part to make sure Lloyd wins with 0 points. You're welcome, buddy.
All right, back to the top of the order. JD, would you like a movie from 1979, 1986, or 2006?
$1986.
1986. All right, 1986. For 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. No scene is intended to be necessarily frightening or intense, but the whole thing is filmed and the atmosphere is seen as slightly unsettling. There's nothing seriously intense at all. Gave you a whole lot of nothing with that, I'm sorry.
Well.
For 4 points, under violence and gore, very little violence in the film. A man who is riding a bike falls off the bike. He is not seen actually hitting the floor, but he is heard yelping in a comical manner. The incident is played for laughs. A man gets distracted whilst doing press-ups, so his body hits the floor with a thud. This again is played for comedic effect because just before it happens, the person who is with him at the time tells him not to hurt himself. Manix has a guess. Anybody else? Freddie also has a guess.
Yeah, I do, and I'm going to be wrong about it. Let's do it.
All right, JD, what do you think?
Is this Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Freddie, what do you think?
Is it European Vacation?
Manix, what do you think?
I was also going to guess Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
It is not European Vacation. It is not Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Sorry for doing you wrong, Manix.
Oh! I know it.
It was a good movie, though. It was a good guess.
It's an amazing movie. R.I.P. Paul Rubens.
Danny Oakland, I believe, did the score.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Oingo Boingo. That's what we were talking earlier.
Back to that guy.
For 3 points under sex and nudity. Sex in general plays a big role in the film, so there are several sex scenes. A man has sexual intercourse with a woman from behind. His penis is not seen, though. It's filmed from the front as opposed to the back, and there is no nudity. Both participants are fully clothed. It's obvious what's happening. The man makes moderately sexual comments during the time. A woman's breasts are seen a few times in the duration of the film. One character has the inside of their belly button licked by another.
Ew.
It's just forbidden zone.
Ew. Do you know? No. Do you know how many bacteria grow in the belly button? I don't care how clean you think it is. Like, they literally have found, like, fecal matter and bacteria that shouldn't exist on Earth in the belly button. That's disgusting. Ew. Okay, I'm done.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, the whole theme of the film is of one woman sleeping with 3 different men.
It's like any drama from the 90s.
Wait, did she enjoy herself?
What was that?
Important.
What was that Steve Martin film?
The Jerk.
One woman sleeps with 3 different men.
All right, last clue for 1 point under profanity. Spike Lee acts as a character in this movie who uses some swear words.
That narrows it down.
Does he ever not use swear words? I mean,
Exactly.
All right, Freddie, what do you think this movie is?
Do the right thing? I don't know.
I mean, good for you for guessing a Spike Lee movie. It is not Do the Right Thing. This is Spike Lee's movie about a woman sleeping with 3 different men. It's called She's Gotta Have It.
did she enjoy it?
Never even heard of the film.
Yeah.
You gotta go watch the movie and find out.
Yeah, no spoilers on this shit.
I mean,
I
they
was
were
thinking-
men, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were slightly disappointing, but that's
So, jokingly, I was going to say Three Amigos,
Uh-huh.
the Steve Martin film.
Well, Lloyd, maintaining your Lloyd lead like none other. 0 points. Manix at -2, Freddie at -5, JD at -10.
Hey.
Just need
I
one
will
right
say-
now. That's all.
I will say, with that final question, there's still a chance for anybody to win with 0 points. But we'll see.
I
how
am
that
not.
goes.
I don't have a commanding lead here. This could very easily turn around.
Can I still win?
Yeah, if Lloyd is stuck at 0 points in the final round, anybody can win the game.
Hell yeah.
Let's go to Lloyd. Would you like a movie from 1998, 2009, or 2019?
Too much 1998.
1998. All right, 1998 for 5 points under violence and gore. A man loses control of his car that goes over an embankment and crashes down a hill where it explodes, killing the man. No detail of injury.
Very 1998.
For 4 points. Under
Wait,
alcohol.
I
Oh,
wanted
JD.
to make a guess on
Yeah,
that.
go ahead, JD.
Final Destination.
It is not Final Destination.
Although that man clearly did just drive to his final destination.
I guarantee that happened in Final Destination.
You know, it wasn't until last year did I realize that the title Final Destination was a pun on the fact that the first movie is in an airplane.
Good thing it didn't come out 3 years later.
For 4 No, I think it did come out around then.
God
It might
damn
come out
it!
in like 2000, maybe 2002. It's on one end of it.
Yeah. So
Anyway, for 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, when meeting her father and his new wife, who have wine or champagne, Jenny orders a martini and then drinks it in one long gulp after she's learned what's coming.
She meets the. Can you say that one
She
more?
meets her father and his new wife, who have wine or champagne. She orders a martini and drinks it in one long gulp after she's learned what's coming.
oh fuck.
Okay, and this is from 1998,
1998. For 3
and her name is
points.
Jenny.
It sure is. For 3 points under violence and gore, a man is blinded by the sun. We briefly see his skin blister under the heat.
Oh god. Oh, I might actually fucking.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yes,
Was he blinded to death?
we see
Well,
his
not Final
skin
Destination.
blister under the heat, and he's blinded by the sun. I cannot tell you more than that.
And this is from 1998.
Sure is. Manix, what do you think this movie is?
Armageddon?
It is not Armageddon.
That's a good guess.
It's a very good guess.
I'm glad they didn't
Or-
show the blistering in that movie.
For 2 points under violence and gore, a comet collides with Earth. A giant wave destroys cities and kills millions of people.
Oh, hang on. I know this one.
Nothing, Lloyd?
I
feel like
on
Manix kind of narrowed down the list a little bit.
God, I swear to. Oh, yes.
All right.
Hold on. Sorry.
We are going to Lloyd first.
Oh, God, I'm good. Is this Deep Impact?
JD, what do you think?
I think this is the movie starring Chris Klein and Lily
Sobieski.
Thank you. In Deep Impact.
Freddie, what do you think?
Deep Impact.
Manix.
The movie from the fabulous time of the 90s when every studio had the same film coming out at the same time. Deep Impact.
You picked the wrong one first. This is Deep Impact.
Does that still happen?
Oh my God.
I feel like
scared.
it happened recently, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh my God.
I think The Rock was in one recently.
That could have gone so wrong.
Last clue in that frightening and intense scenes, the crew of the Messiah must plant their nuclear weapons on the comet and get off before the sun hits the area where they're working, or the temperature will rise to lethal levels. As the sunrise nears, one member is deep in a hole trying to dislodge a nuke, and the crew then scrambles to get back to the ship and to safety. Yep.
Were they successful? I forget. I feel like everyone died.
I will say a comet collides with Earth. A giant wave destroys cities and kills millions of people. Armageddon is about drilling a hole in an asteroid, and Deep Impact is about nuking a comet.
You know, while we're on the subject, because I know it's not going to come up. Contact was also an amazing movie.
I just saw that for the first time within the last few months, and I agree. That movie is fantastic. Like, it holds up so well.
Yeah.
That might be the last great Ridley Scott movie. Not Ridley Scott. What's his face? Robert Zemeckis.
I feel like I've seen one more recently that I enjoyed.
I mean, it's no Mars Needs Moms. Well, for the first time in a long time, we have somebody in the positives. Lloyd remains in first place with 2 points. Manix at -1, Freddie at -3, JD at -9. Surprisingly, still anybody's game.
Thank you for laughing, Lloyd. Thank you for laughing.
Manix, would you like a movie from 1999, 2013, or 2016?
We're going to party like it's 1999.
I don't know what that voice was. It sounded like you were trying to do Boston Prince. All right, 1999 for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A man is shown using LSD, and you see his trip.
I'm sorry, what was the year?
1999, man shown using LSD, and you see his trip.
And he's using LSD, and the year is 1999.
Yep, you got it.
And we see his trip.
Let's see if Manix has it. You know what this movie is?
Is it SLC Punk?
It is not SLC Punk.
I want it to be SLP Punk.
It would have been real good for you if it was. For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, the main character often screams at his employees. These times are intense.
Wow. It's like Blue collar work day.
From 99?
From 99. For 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, Captain Crunch is rolling up a joint with a bag of marijuana in his lap. You do not see it being smoked.
What?
Captain
I just gotta,
Crunch,
like,
not
preface
Captain
and-
Crunch.
Captain Crunch? The actual Captain Crunch?
No, that man's name is Captain Crunch.
This is Captain.
This is
Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Rolling
is he
up a
rolling
joint.
up a joint? Do we see him
Oh my
smoke it?
God.
No, we don't see him smoke it. I can actually give you that information because it's in the clue.
What the actual fuck?
For 2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, Gates and his friends get drunk. Gates and his friends get drunk.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yes. It's coming to me.
All right. For
From 99?
1 point, 99.
Oh my God.
For 1 point, you either will know it or you won't. Under frightening and intense scenes, Gates walks into Jobs' house. Classic music is playing. Jobs then starts yelling about how Microsoft was stealing from Apple.
Oh my God. Seriously.
I see. No, all right. Manix, what do you think?
Silicon Valley.
JD, what do you think?
Okay, this is from 99. I'm going to guess. Oh, you know what? No.
Okay.
Is it Steve Jobs? Is it?
Lloyd,
I'm
what
just
do you
gonna guess.
think?
It's Pirates of Silicon Valley.
I was going to be so generous to Manix, but Lloyd, you got the exact title.
Yeah.
This is Pirates of Silicon Valley.
Just remember that I fucking saw that.
Like I said, always shocked at the movies you know.
It's a product of my environment, quite literally.
Random.
I think I watched this in school. Anthony Michael Hall is Bill Gates. Noah Wiley is Steve Jobs.
I watched this at home while my very drunk cousin and uncle, who was mad at my cousin for being drunk, had control of the television. I'm going to thank Joel for this one. I'm going to thank Joel for this one because Joel was the one who said, "Where's watch this shit?" Obviously, it was a couple of years later. We didn't watch it like it can't be drunk in the theater, but still, it's God.
Lloyd is up to 3 points. Tied in second place is Freddie and Manix with -3 each. JD at -10.
This is the
Okay, you
comeback
stop
right
laughing
now.
at me, Lloyd, okay?
I'm not laughing at anybody. I'm laughing at the absurdity that I'm actually winning at 3 points.
That's more than some games have won with.
It's
All
more
right.
than I've ever won a game with. And I've won this
Freddie.
game.
Freddie, would you like a movie from 1946, 1967, or 2018?
What a leap.
Oh my God.
It's a quantum leap.
I'm going to aim for the one in the middle. I'm going to go 67.
All right, 67. Let's see how this goes.
2 years away from a great summer.
1967.
Right? Hell yeah, Lloyd.
I know a
what's
guy who
up.
got his first real 6-string a couple of years after this.
Well, I gotta find out.
For 5 points under profanity, Eleanor says "damn it" at one point.
Eleanor.
Eleanor?
Eleanor with a P. Eleanor.
Wait.
Eleanor?
Eleanor?
Eleanor.
Peloton?
Eleanor. Is that the only part of the clue? Is that it?
I'm giving you a character name in that clue.
Eleanor.
Four points under sex and nudity. The song "The Lusty Month of May" innocently implies sex. although Vanessa Redgrave performs it with very suggestive vocal inflections.
And this is 1967.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess.
Okay. What do you think, JD?
I'm gonna be off. I'm really off with this. Is this no? I'm really off with that. That's 67. They had color by then. It was not that. But you know what? Let's just do it anyways. Is this Singing in the Rain?
It is not Singing in the Rain.
It's okay. I have more musicals to throw at you. I'll be back.
might be a pretty decent road to go down. For 3 points under violence and gore, there is a jousting scene in which one knight is apparently killed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Don't tell. No, I can't. No, there's no fucking way.
There might be a way.
This is gonna be. Okay. Oh my God! No.
Lloyd, you got points to burn if you want to take a guess.
I don't have that many points.
You've got 6 points more than your nearest contestant.
Okay. I've been coaxed.
What do you think, Lloyd?
Is this Will Penny?
JD, what do you think?
Excalibur?
It is not Excalibur. It is not Will Penny.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Lloyd.
Damn it. Okay.
You're still the only one with points. For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, the rescue of Guinevere is very dramatic, but it's not frightening or gory.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else?
Yes.
No.
Okay, Manix, what do you think?
Is it Camelot?
JD, what do you think?
Robin Hood.
Freddie, what do you think?
Is it The King and I?
It is not The King and I. It is not Robin Hood. This movie is Camelot.
Damn it. I should have gone with
Would have never guessed that.
I only
Not that
guessed
it would have
it
made a difference.
based off of the fact that I recently saw Spamalot and some of the names were ringing.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Ah,
That is
that
so
works.
good.
Last clue, sex and nudity. Mordred is King Arthur's illegitimate son. He was conceived by another woman who had a one-night stand with Arthur before he ever met Guinevere. Mordred describes what happened. Lloyd is at 2 points. Manix is at -1. Freddie at -4. JD at -13. We've got one more go around, 4 movies left, one more for each of you. That means there's still 20 points on the board. Anybody can take this lead.
Somebody's really take this lead already.
JD, would you like a movie from 1981, 2011, or 2017?
Twenty
2011.
Right before the world ended.
2011 for 5 points under sex and nudity. Some sexual references, as well as teenagers making brief but crude jokes about boners, breasts, balls, wet dreams, threesomes, orgies, and wet t-shirt contests.
What the fuck?
JD, what do you think?
Super bad.
Manix, what do you think?
Napoleon Dynamite.
It is not super bad. It is not Napoleon Dynamite.
I tried.
You did try. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you for trying tonight.
I'm not
You
gonna be
came on
proud if
a
I
real
win.
difficult episode.
I'm not gonna be proud if I win. I'm having a Hulk Hogan night. I'm doing the bare minimum. I'm still winning.
For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. One character is clearly high during the bus racing scene. Another character tells him that he may have had a lot to smoke, but he dismisses that.
During the bus racing scene?
During the bus racing scene.
I think I want to see this movie.
Like bus?
Bus.
Like with a
No.
T?
Bus, like
Like
the
a
vehicle that you might use to race with.
bus.
Yeah.
Or go to
You know
school
what?
in?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What do you think, JD?
Speed 2.
You literally picked the
That was a
movie
cruise
that
ship.
does not have a bus in it. It is not Speed 2 cruise
It's a cruise
control,
ship.
speed on a boat.
I meant 3.
There is no 3.
I'm just kidding. Don't be seated. To be fair, though, Speed did come back out around that time. They did bring Speed back around that time.
No,
And the
didn't.
first one was the only one that had the bus, I think. Is that?
No,
Yeah,
I thought the
first
second one had a bus.
No, the second one has a boat.
I think the movie you're thinking of is Chase being number 1.
I think the movie you're thinking of is The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down. For 3 points under violence and gore, teenagers standing up to their parents or other adults is one major theme. Some younger characters are shown talking back to, lying to, and sometimes yelling at adult authority figures.
You know, this is 1 year
Oh.
later. I say with Spring Breakers, but it's not.
Okay.
I don't know
So
that
the
there are any
teenagers are
parents in
talking
Spring
back?
Breakers.
There aren't.
Teenagers talking back.
Fair point.
All right. All right.
For 2 points
Yeah,
under
my
sex and
brain.
nudity, a teenage girl asks her father if he'll pass another law, then says that didn't keep her ex-boyfriend out of her panties.
The verbiage. Fuck. God damn! What the fuck? That's what a black
God, it
mother would
sounds
say to
like
a
my
black
mother.
child.
Is this dialogue from my mother? Because it sounds
That's
like
what a black mother would say to a black child in the 80s. This 2011 was timeout era. They don't talk like, what the fuck?
God, it sounds like my mother, like last weekish.
For 1 point under violence and gore,
Ugh.
a teenager gets very angry and is shown letting off some steam by dancing, throwing things, and knocking things over. He swears and yells quite a bit in this scene.
And
You know,
there's
I
a
exactly did the
bus.
same thing in an alley in 1993. 1991.
I think my favorite part is that there's a bus race.
All right.
that's
It
probably
sounds like there's no guesses.
Fast and the Furious
All right,
7,812.
they put buses in this movie instead of tractors like the original. This is the remake of Footloose.
What?
They remade that?
They sure did.
The same question. They made that?
I think Dennis Quaid plays the preacher.
You had Footloose, and that was it. Take Kevin.
It is an episode for people to get angry. We got 3 movies left. Lloyd at 2, Manix at -2, Freddie at -4, JD at -15.
Hell yeah.
And JD, I feel like
Senpai.
this might be the time for you to do the thing that you love to do in the final question. We'll see how that happens.
Okay.
Lloyd,
Huh?
would you like a movie from 1955, 1970, or 2014?
What I would like to know is why the fuck would they remake Footloose? 2014.
Can we just say
2014.
though
Fuck.
that Blake Shelton's remix of Footloose, listen, I'm gonna offend some people, Marty, I'm so sorry, please still be my friend, but was actually really good.
We cannot say that. No,
It didn't.
not on
It
the
was
show.
good, I'm sorry. He's got
No.
a fine ass. He's a fine man. I know he's a listen, I don't agree with his like politics, but just saying.
But you
like,
agree on saying that he does Kenny Loggins pretty well. How dare you?
He does, and he's got the blue eyes.
Nick,
he's
Nick, can this be one of those times that you kick someone not cool out?
JD's coming in with a lot of controversial takes tonight.
I just want to know there's nothing more controversial than the fact that they remade the movie Footloose.
2014. Let's keep this on track. 5 points. Violence and gore. A snake bite is seen on a young woman. 2014.
Okay, that might be more controversial.
Wait, a snake bite is what?
Seen on a young woman.
For a little bit.
I didn't say that.
You just said for a little bit.
No, I didn't. A
Oh.
snake bite is seen on a young woman.
From 2014.
From 2014.
Okay.
For 4 points under frightening and
Wait,
intense
I have a
scenes.
guess.
You have a guess. What do you think, JD?
Snakes on a plane.
It is not snakes on a plane.
It was a good
Why
guess.
would I give you that clue as the 5-point clue? For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, the apocalypse comes. People are seen with guns shooting each other. Corpses are seen. Cars are seen on fire. And stores are seen robbed.
From 2014?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What do you think, JD?
Zombieland.
Freddie, what do you think?
This is the end.
It is not Zombieland. It is not This Is the End.
I'm glad me and JD are in the same mindset.
You thought that too, right?
I thought
You didn't
Zombieland.
put your hand
Yeah.
up for it.
I mean,
You
fair
said
guess,
it before.
apocalypse. For 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a man smokes weed with his dead girlfriend's dad.
Wait, give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Hang on.
No.
This is
No, it can't be.
okay. You know what? Yes,
All right.
I'm going to make a guess.
JD, what do you think?
Is this okay? 2014. Is this the Isle of the Damned? I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Lloyd, what do you think?
Is this life after Beth?
It is not Isle of the Damned. Lloyd, I am so fucking confused by you. This is Life After Beth.
Nice.
Lloyd.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
no! Oh my god! I can't believe that! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I thought for sure it had to be a Romero.
Wow,
In
I can't-
2014,
wow.
like he didn't make too many.
Ow.
Wow!
That was impressive though.
I
Wow.
knew this would be the episode for Lloyd.
It was good. It was good. Manix is upset. He needs a moment.
Yeah.
It's okay, Manix.
The other clues,
Okay, buddy.
sex and nudity. A man asks his girlfriend if she wants to eat him, as he is worried that she is a zombie. She misunderstands, thinking that he's asking for oral sex.
I would have still thought Zombieland.
And violence and gore. Beth falls from the room of her house, but does not get injured.
Is it because she's a zombie?
Plaza, John C. Reilly. I think Molly Shannon is the mother. It's not a bad movie.
It's not terrible. I can't believe that was it.
I can't believe you got it, Lloyd.
I can't believe it either. To be
I
honest,
was all ready to mark you down on the scorecard. Like I wasn't going to goad you into guessing that right. Well, Lloyd's at 5, Manix is at -2, Freddie at -5, JD at -18.
Yeah.
10 points left on the board, which means 2 of you can still go into the final round with positives. Manix, would you like a movie from 1991, 2006, or 2016?
91.
91.
good year.
Here.
From 1991 for 5 points under frightening and intense scenes. This film isn't necessarily frightening in the conventional horror film sense.
That helps.
Oh, it helps JD. I'm sure JD knows it. What do you think, JD?
Edward Scissorhands.
It is not Edward Scissorhands.
I will be back. I will be back.
I know you will. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, there is frequent reference to hashish for oral consumption. This is as Mejoon, where cannabis is mixed with dried fruits, nuts, and spices to make the Moroccan candy called Mejoon, love potion in Arabic. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that so incorrectly. Just by the fact that I pronounced it 2 different ways in that sentence. For 3 points under sex and nudity, creatures have mouths that look suspiciously like giant anuses or giant female genitalia, which talk to people.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna wait. 91.
91.
But it's not creepy. Okay, wait. It's not horror.
Not frightening like a conventional horror film.
But
I
they
don't know
have
if I can
mouths.
say it's not creepy. Creatures have mouths that look like anuses or giant female genitalia.
I'll give it this. It's not frightening in the conventional sense.
I'm off on the year, but I'm going for it.
Go for it, JD.
Beetlejuice.
No, absolutely not. Not even a good guess.
Oh,
Hey,
Beetlejuice would have been a
the
show-
joke.
world had some weird shit.
Show me the butthole face in Beetlejuice.
Give me a minute and I will find it for you. I will find a ghost with a butthole mouth.
Porn parodies
But I
that came on
want
the
my
Spice
point
Channel
back.
don't count.
For
Remember the Spice Channel in the early 90s? My cousin does.
The butthole mouth. I can't get over it.
For 2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, addiction to bug powder, an insecticide, is a main theme. Injections and rubbing over vagina-like female external genitalia, not literal vagina or birth canal, body parts are frequent.
Somebody was on some potent shit in 1991.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make a weird guess.
Make a weird
It can't be
guess.
any weirder
Haven't
than
they all
the movie.
been?
I'm gonna be wrong. And I
Yeah.
need you to know that.
The fact
And
that this
and I'm
movie
aware.
exists seems wrong.
This is very wrong, but is
Mhm.
this from dusk till dawn?
It is not From Dusk Till Dawn.
I'm just gonna throw movies at you. It's just gonna keep happening, Nick.
It's really a no-lose situation for you, JD, at this point.
I'm just happy to remember titles, okay? The meds are
Yeah.
working.
Oh, yeah. For
Is
Oh,
this a movie
yeah.
that-
one
It's
point,
just exciting to remember things.
for 1 point under sex and nudity, a giant typewriter bug grows a large penis, transforms into a creature with human-like buttocks, and jumps on top of a couple making out. It crawls away with its penis visible and is whipped multiple times.
Why?
What the hell was going on in the early 90s?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Never mind.
I knew
We
that
were
wasn't
there.
going to help anybody. That was just one more thing that happens in this
Excuse
movie.
me. Can you read that again?
Don't.
I would be happy to. A giant typewriter bug grows a large penis, transforms into a creature with human-like buttocks, and jumps on top of a couple making out. It crawls away with its penis visible and is whipped multiple times.
I don't have
Angela
Okay, I'm black. I'm
Anaconda.
glad you guys
All
stayed
right,
white here.
Freddie's going to throw in something. What do you think?
Is it 9 to 5?
Great.
Yep, the giant typewriter
typewriter.
bug with a penis is Dolly Parton in 9 to 5.
Wait,
This-
really?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say, come on. What the fuck? No.
This
That would have
movie-
been amazing.
This movie is a movie called Naked Lunch.
It's
Naked
going on my
Lunch?
list.
Naked
I'm gonna have to
Lunch.
check that one out.
It's a David
Naked
Cronenberg
Lunch.
movie.
Naked lunch.
Note to self: never watch Naked Lunch ever.
And I think it stars Peter Weller, RoboCop.
I just want to say,
Oh my, fallen. Oh my god.
listen, who from the 90s. Listen.
How do you go from RoboCop? Okay, I guess that's RoboCop 3.
You had like I would have listened to that and been like, naked lunch. This is gonna be a good time. Now you got Bug jumping in there in the middle of things with his giant penis and human buttocks ruining the scene. This is ridiculous.
There was a lot of genitalia in there, so I guess it kind of fits. I don't know.
The Bug has human buttocks. And
I know. I heard. I was there.
One movie remains before the final question. Lloyd at 5, Manix at -2, Freddie at -6, JD at -21.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Apparently that last movie was based off of a book from 1959.
Yes. Who is it?
Strange. That makes it way stranger.
I think that movie was based off somebody who had a freaking hangover and decided to write a movie.
I just want to read.
Is that a William S. Burroughs book?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Why? Why do they?
Did you read it, Freddie?
No.
I'm just curious if
I'm going to read
about
it,
the human buttocks bug. Like, I want to know more.
Let's get to this final movie. Freddie, you get to pick the last year. 1974, 1996, or 2013.
Going 96.
96.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
From
do
1996, final movie for 5 points under sex and nudity. A man and a woman have sex in a car whilst another man drives. She straddles him, and it's implied that he is fingering her vagina. Her bare breasts and buttocks are visible. 1996.
And can you say that again?
I sure can. And this time, maybe don't talk while I'm saying it. A man and a woman have sex in a car whilst another man drives. She straddles him, and it's implied that he is fingering her vagina. Her bare breasts and buttocks are visible.
While another man drives, her bare butt and boobies are visible.
Pre-Uber.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, a woman, possibly accidentally, exposes her bare breasts to a man after a car accident.
Possibly accident. What?
You know what? I'm going to take a guess.
Take a guess, JD. Hold on. Freddie's also going to take a guess.
Floyd.
What do you think, Freddie?
It fled?
JD, what do you think?
Wait, what did you say, Freddie?
Fled? F-L-E-D?
Okay. I'm going to say, I know what you did last summer.
It is not fled. It is not, I know what you did last summer. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the subject matter of the film can be difficult to deal with. There's a sex scene involving a woman using an open wound as a sexual orifice. I was uncomfortable saying that sentence. No, I will not repeat the clue. It is what I said it was.
There is a woman who used a wound as a sexual orifice.
Yep, she did that.
I apologize to everyone.
I heard a nice
You could have chose not to read that one.
Nope. It helps you get to what the movie is.
1996, Hulk Hogan turns heel and everybody loses their goddamn shit.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes.
But I think I know the movie.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, clearly an adult film. It
Yeah.
features a complete, relentless depiction of sex between adults and an exploration of the connection between sex and technology. The tone is clinical and non-judgmental of what some may find extreme or disturbing.
Open wound fucking goes beyond kink shaming. I am shaming all of that kink. I'll be black. You guys stay white here.
Hang on, 96. And there, you know what?
The hell is wrong with them?
96.
All right. If you don't have anything, I'm going to have to go to Friday.
I was just trying, I just don't think it's the right, yeah.
Open wounds. What the fuck is wrong?
All right, JD.
It's not like I'm gonna magically jump up there. I have the years wrong for this. I think. But is this, oh God, what was the name of it? It's it's God, yeah.
You don't have to guess, JD.
I'm just gonna put my hand down because I can't think of it.
Freddie, do you know what this movie is?
I had it. Now I'm starting to forget. The movie I'm thinking of has Edward Furlong in it. I can't remember. I was gonna say Lawnmower Man, but that's not it.
It is not Lawnmower Man. Last clue for 1 point. Several scenes show the graphic results of car crashes. People are shown with bloody wounds, bruising, and other disturbing injuries. The idea that characters in the film are getting sexual pleasure from these.
Oh my God! What the fuck? Oh.
Manix.
What is wrong with people? Why do we love the 90s? What was wrong with us?
JD, do you have an answer?
Fuck!
I'm just enjoying the Lloyd rant that I do.
What the fuck is wrong with why do we love
I'm gonna make a
N64
weird guess.
this?
It's probably
Make a weird
wrong.
guess. Yep.
Small soldiers.
I feel bad about taking a point away from you on one of the worst guesses in the history of this show. Manix, what do you think?
It's a Crash.
This movie is the second David Cronenberg movie in a row. Crash.
Why?
How is it Crash?
Why did they?
Crash you're
Why
thinking.
did that get greenlit? How was that? How did people see that? How was that on the concept table?
Person. Where?
There's
no person that wants to be fucked in their wound.
There is a different movie called Crash that came out in '96 about people getting turned on by car accidents.
Oh my God. Okay.
From the director
I
of
thought we were
Naked
talking
Lunch.
about Crash.
Why?
I mean, we're just going to do this final question for the fun of it because it won't change anything.
Why?
In a moment, I am going to ask you to name how many of something. This is, I will say the category is a bullshit thing unrelated to this theme, but related to this game. I want you to send me privately a bet between 0 and, for most of you, your negative point total on how confident you feel about a bullshit question about this very game show. Freddie, you can risk up to 8 points. Manix, you can risk up to 1 point. JD, you can risk up to 23 points. Lloyd, you can risk up to 5 points. Whoever gets it closest will get their points. If you get it exactly right, I'll give you an extra 3 points. And by exactly, this time I'll say within 10. If you get within 10.
Did you get? Oh, Freddie.
I got. That's fine.
You forgot to tell him how to do it.
I messed up.
It's
That's all right.
totally okay. It doesn't matter. All right. So like I said, I've put together so many movies for this show. We've been doing this for over 2 years. We have almost 200 episodes, including the 12 used tonight. How many different movies have been featured on this show? I want you to privately message me. How many movies do you think, including the 12 we did tonight, in the almost 200 episodes of this show, how many movies do you think we've used?
Wait, what episode number is this?
This is episode 191.
191.
Lloyd has sent in a guess.
Hang on, I need a minute.
Manix has sent in a guess.
JD needs a minute. I can't.
JD needs a minute.
Yeah.
I will say that the number of movies used in episodes varies from episode to episode.
Does this include bonus rounds and like all of that
Yep.
shit?
Whatever movies that I have read clues for on this show. Freddie has sent in a guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna say.
Why did wow? It was 1990s. We had progressed somewhat as a so why?
I'm just looking at the comments. Marty commented, I feel like my body just took a screenshot with how hard I just cringed at that clue. I assume I know which clue.
Why? How would you?
All right, everybody's got their guesses in. Manix guessed 346 different movies have been used in this show in 2 years. JD guessed 365. Lloyd guessed 1,200. Freddie guessed 2,252 movies have been used on this show. Including these 12, we are now at a total of 1,546 movies used on this show, meaning our closest is Lloyd.
Of course.
Lloyd's only off by 346 movies. Here's the thing. Everybody risked all the points they could risk, except for Lloyd, who risked nothing. So, our final scores tonight. Let's finish putting them in. JD, finally achieving your goal, yes, with the inclusion of the bullshit final round, of the lowest score of all time with -46.
Yeah!
Freddie with -16, Manix with -4, but our winner tonight, and just like the last time he was a winner, you could have won by not guessing at all throughout the course of the game, but with 5 points, our winner tonight, Mr. Lloyd Legacy Sharp.
Woo! Yeah,
Congrats,
Lloyd.
Lloyd. Best man won.
Wow.
So, Lloyd, if you want, you can make me watch a movie this week. You don't have to think of it right now. I'm gonna finish up the show. I'm gonna get to you. Think it over if you want to claim that prize. No pressure to claim it. I just want to say thank you all for doing this. This show went about as well as I thought it was gonna go. Just real quick, I'm going to run through the other movies on this list because all of these other movies will be featured in future games at some point. Night to Remember, Daybreakers, View to a Kill, Impractical Jokers, the movie, Eating Raoul, Bad Times at the El Royale, The Brother from Another Planet, The To-Do List, Being There, Flushed Away, Men Who Stare at Goats, Escape Room, I Am Divine,
Ooh!
Notorious, Game Night, Caveman, Kingsman the Golden Circle, Marty, The Owl and the Pussycat, Stick It, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, Female Trouble, and Before Midnight.
Can we just say that The Men That Stare at Goats was a really good movie?
Sure, we can say that.
I loved that movie.
I saw it in theaters and I don't remember anything about it.
Thank you all for participating in this show, making it so fun, and letting me get rid of 12 of these more difficult movies. Before we go, if there's anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any final words you'd like to leave us with, JD, I'm going to go to you first.
Okay. Hi, I'm JD. This is just, I guess I need to do a speech, right? Because like this is the lowest score of all time.
I would beg of you not to do a speech.
It all started when I'm just kidding. Hey
We've
everybody,
gone so long on this episode.
So Mental Health Mondays is back. It is official. We had our first launch episode, not this week, but this past week, the week before. And it was actually really good. We had 43 people coming in and out. I think over 300 people have watched the episode since. So feeling really good about it. if you're interested in being a future guest on Mental Health Mondays, my only rules are no transphobia, no homophobia, no racism, no misogyny, no bullshit. So like, as long as you're not punching down on people, you can talk about whatever you want. We just put the trigger warnings up. So hit me up if you're interested. Also, podcast is slowly getting launched, so I am kind of starting to feel out for guests. So if you have a story about how you fucked up and it was okay, hit me up. We are looking for funny. We're looking for romance. We're looking for bullshit. We're looking for that time that, you know, you ate too many eggs and then you farted all day and your boss fired you. Yes, bring that story. That's fantastic.
Hey,
Like,
you're getting way too close to the truth now.
but so yeah, no, like definitely bring your stories of how you fucked up. Funny, serious, sad, bring them all. It's a good time. And then finally, I guess just a little announcement. I've got published in several different publications this summer, and I forgot to like talk about it. So I'm gonna say I got published in the Flesh magazine over the summer. I got published in Pull Me Call, which they swear was gonna come out, and it hasn't yet. So stay tuned for that. And I got published in what you call it? I feel so bad. Oh, what's it? There's another one that I can't think of the name of it. I feel so bad. They're gonna be like,
honestly, just congratulations,
linked.
JD. That rules.
All of it though is linked on my page, is my point. So if you want to like see all of my stuff, it's there on my link tree. Yeah.
Awesome.
Humble brag.
JD, thank you. Our first time guest, Freddie, do you have anything you want to tell people about? I know you got some shows.
Oh yeah, nothing. First of all, Nick, thanks for having me. I had such a great time. I did like maybe not the worst. That would be JD, but I did terrible, and I had a great time. It was really nice to meet you too, Manix and Lloyd and JD. Oh, Lloyd, I know you, but JD, nice to meet you. I have a show. I'm going to be hosting one of the stages at Hope Fest in Salem on this coming Saturday. There's a lot of good bands and musicians playing, so I'm going to just be sort of helping move things along. I got a dropout comedy show September 23rd at Porch Fest in Melrose. And yeah.
What day is that? Sorry, what day is that?
September 23rd. Mark your calendars.
Awesome.
Is that
Yeah,
in LA? You said Melrose.
No, not that Melrose. Melrose, Mass.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Freddie, it was so fun having you do this. I hope you'll come back at some point.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
try again.
Absolutely.
Manix, I know you got your art behind you.
Yep, you can't see me pointing to it. My follow me on my Instagram right there in the corner. Manix is Creative. I have all sorts of art stuff. I sell stickers. I have 2 or 3, maybe 4 pieces right now in galleries, and one upcoming in a gallery. And I'm always doing art markets and selling things, and just right there it says make the weird art. So I just yeah.
Yeah.
If you like weird art, follow me.
Hell yeah. Finally, our winner tonight, and I'm just thrilled to say that anytime I get the chance. Lloyd, first of all, would you like to claim your prize?
First of all, I don't know what movie. I don't know all the movies you have seen and haven't seen. It might be a repeat, but you know what I'm going to do instead? I want you to go back and watch the greatest episode of IMDb in history, and that is the one I'm talking about, that was hosted by Elsie. You don't have to watch a movie. I'm not going to subject you to that. Go back and just sit back on a day where there's nothing, where you're not doing this or you're not doing other things. Just watch that again.
I will say
it's a movie in itself.
That episode is one of the only episodes of this show I've seen.
Well, you know what? Now you can go back and rewatch it. That's my assignment. That was an epic movie in itself. That's what you got to go back and watch.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens. But if any point in the next couple of days you think of a movie and you wanna say, "Hey, Nick, watch this," great. Otherwise,
you know what? I do have a movie. I got
what's
a movie. You've probably seen it already, but if you watch it again, go back and watch Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen Rookie of the Year within the last like 3 or 4 years.
You know what? Go back and watch it again.
Okay.
At your leisure.
Lloyd, do you have any...
that is my non-Home Alone 2 nod to Daniel Stern. David Stern.
Lloyd, do you have any personal things you want to promote?
So unfortunately, I won't be able to attend Freddie's Dropout show because on September 23rd, you said?
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire under the Michael Legacy Jackson guys. In other news, tomorrow, if you happen to be in the Somerville area, I am going to be the host of the Jungle Open Mic at the Jungle Comedy Club in Somerville. Please keep me company. It's a long night, and I really only show up to that mic when I'm the one hosting it. This Thursday, I'm going to be at the Rossi Theater in Rosendale, Massachusetts for my first ever FOD production show at 8 o'clock. You know what? This has been a long night already, so if there's anything else you want to find out where I'll be, if I'll be doing it, you can find me on the social medias. If you're not on social media, keep it that way. But if you are there, I can be found at Lloyd Legacy 617 on Instagram, X, and TikTok, and Lloyd Legacy Sharp on Facebook, if that's your kind of thing. If not, then just keep watching this show and let this be the extent of your social media, because YouTube's bad enough as it is.
Absolutely. Lloyd, thank you. Check out Lloyd's stuff. Check out all of these wonderful people. Once again, JD Stephans, Lloyd Legacy Sharp, Manix Catino, Freddie Scibelli. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom, including TikTok. I'm trying to do more of. I'm on Blue Sky now, which kind of sucks. If you search Blundering Idiom, if I'm on the website, I'm there. You can find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description of this video. Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. Normally we do this show Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel, but we'll be doing a special episode next Sunday, the 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. If you want to be part of that show or any of the others in September, please reach out. I would love to have you on the show. And also, please, please, please come out to the Lawrence show, Lawrence, Massachusetts, September 7th, 7 p.m. It's a Thursday night. I want you there. Get your tickets now. Let's fill up the place, and maybe we get to do more. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking through this lengthy episode. If you're still in the mood for more, go watch more, like this video, subscribe to the channel, do all that YouTuber stuff, and goodbye, everybody.